brain space for that number.
Hi, welcome to episode 98.
Are we rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
Oh, hi.
And we're here with
Hello.
with Jeremy and John. They have come back. The prodigal sons have returned.
Yeah!
My sons have returned.
We're like 80%, or well, if you count Tyler, it's a little higher, maybe like 84.6% original cast at this point.
It's everyone besides Rachie.
Yep.
So
You get me instead.
As well.
it's okay.
You'll make do.
But before we get into tonight's
I
episode,
always do.
as always,
Every day.
we have some announcements. Now the throne has been usurped by Hayden. So
Oh yeah, I'm in charge of announcements, and this time I've got them.
Oh, wait.
All right, go.
I had to wet my whistle.
So first of all,
No.
we're gonna start with them. I'll let you do your favorite one, and you can do it last. How about that?
Oh my god.
I'll leave you with your favorite.
My favorite
musical
one is
provider.
last? No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you want to do it right now? You can do it right now.
No, I actually need some time to think.
How many months have you had to think? Time
No
away.
hiding behind your DM thing
So
to
who
hide
do
your
we
laughter.
have?
I'll
doing
do
the
sound. I'll do the sound stuff.
Oh, okay. So you want me to do everything but the sound stuff?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good because I had a really big problem remembering what Sirenscape was called for the last 8 weeks.
Every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, a huge issue. Anyways, I'll start off with our good friends over at Eldritch Foundry. That's right. It's custom mini time. Go get them. Make them and go get them. You can use our discount code ROLLSLAYERS at checkout for 15% off of your purchase. That's right, 15% off. They don't give out deals like this every day. It's just for you right now, Eldritch Foundry. Also, we've got a Patreon that's up and running. It's been funding Tyler's bunion removals.
Those are
The
important.
Patreon is patreon.com/rollslayers. We have a few nice little conversations about kind of the front half to front 2/3 of the adventure so far.
need to have more of those.
Yeah, we both forgot, but we're
Yep.
going to get back on that, and there will be exclusive things in there.
It's going to happen in the interim between campaigns.
That's right. There will be a lot there. I think there's also some little one-shots in there, so pop on in. Pay for more of Tyler's toes to be repaired, and check out the bonus content. We've also got the social media channels. Who could forget that we're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, MySpace, Foursquare, Yelp.
Is he naming all the ones we're not on?
Well, he started by the ones we're on, and then he
Check us out on
Wow, that was
Yelp.
confusing.
spiraled.
Okay, the real ones we're on Facebook
Oh,
and
okay.
Instagram. That's where we post a lot of kind of update sorts of things and photos of the stuff, and reels is what the kids call them these days that Rigo spends some time on. They look fabulous. We all have a great time with them. Those also go over to TikTok. Importantly, we are on Discord often. So just head on to our website right there on our homepage on rollslayers.com. There's a link to our Discord. Come on in and watch two people argue about something.
more than likely, it's
Sometimes
just two
more.
people, sometimes three.
Watch three people argue. Watch John and I gang up on Tyler about every other
Or-
That's what
month.
happens.
Come
Josh
to
Smith will
But-
come in
yeah,
hot with
those
an
things.
opinion and then dip for like once every 2 months.
Come to the
No one-
Garden of Joy
Josh
channel
Smith's not
where
on
there
the
is
show. I
no
don't-
fighting.
He can sue us now. I think that's all of my announcements, right? Am I missing something?
World
Yeah, I am.
Anvil.
World Anvil. How could I forget?
No, that's
That's
John.
It's Jeremy. Y'all have been gone a long time. It's all me now. I'm in
Wow,
charge.
who
Got
did this? Who made these decisions?
I don't know. They were made while we were
It
away.
was made by default.
Made by the fact
Well,
that
okay,
you
that's
refuse.
I
It's fine.
definitely can't say the announcements like that.
In my generosity, I would like to hand it over to John for World Anvil.
So, go to worldanvil.pxf.io/rollslayers. They've got a lot of really cool world building tools that you can use to help you keep track of the ways in which you're building your world, fleshing it out, filling it out with monsters and dungeons and dragons, or science fiction settings and football, if you like, whatever. Check out World Air.
Yeah, I think Frank Herbert wrote all of his world building for Dune, and
I believe that's the
Yeah.
case.
Probably,
Yeah.
like, let me write an article for Quasit's Haderach. Jeremy.
I rib Hayden thoroughly, but I plan to do no better. But I wanted it my way.
That was a nice little Frank Sinatra little bit.
A little bit. Anyway, if you like music, you can go over to beyondskyrim.com Skyrim.org.
Wow.
No. Scratch all of that. Beyondskyrim.org. They are really great at making music. And they don't sound like, they don't do the words like I do them. And so there's also Sirenscape.com. And Hayden, didn't we come up with something really good?
Slider Kings.
Slide on into the Slider Kings.
The Slider King. They are the Slider Kings.
How did you
for
forget
sure.
about that?
No, no, that wasn't it. There was another one you made up. Something about like push the buttons or something. I don't remember.
Play with the
I
sliders.
made up a lot of really bad stuff in the
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
several sessions.
Yeah. But it won you announcement. So you did a good job.
Thank you.
And go to rollslayers.com/partners for all the rest of them.
Thanks, Jeremy. Let's
Uh,
play the game.
Well, real
Oh.
quick, can I address the elephant in the room? If you're watching this on video, yes, I'm in my basement, and no, I would not like to talk about it.
He's channeling 80s D&D where people actually played in their basements.
Yeah,
Yeah, but theirs
super
were
creepy.
finished.
Yeah, Vegna's gonna come eat him in the second half of this. But first we have to play it. So let's get into episode 98.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
So, last we left off, the party ventured into the long forgotten city of Banhagborum, the derelict wreck of the Dwarven Empire from before the Dread War. Encountering abominations, twisted and tortured creations of Bane, as well as an Illithid, who came to an uneasy alliance with the party. Get rid of the people knocking about in his arcane vault, let him feast on a few brains, and he'll give you some magic belts and not kill you. So, you made your way below the city to the ruins of another civilization and an arcane vault, in which you found Brockner Puler perusing the vault, but also having this obsidian chalice in his gauntleted hand. And whether compelled to or whether of his own volition, he crushed it, unleashing Bane upon the world.
Crap.
He was twisted and broken as he was transformed into something unrecognizable. Though Cyrus had seen something similar within his prescient visions. And Bane decided, perhaps this would be a good test of service. If you survive, you can serve me. But then he decided to depart, leaving you with Puler. A battle was fought with twisted hands of Bane erupting from the earth, and multiple uses of big fire explosion. I forget the spell you use.
I don't know.
Something wave.
Was it the
Destructive
destructive
wave.
wave? Or did I just fireball him?
No, you didn't
I don't
fireball him. But the group was victorious. In his final moments, Bruckner decided to unleash a torrent of black flame upon the group, exploding and withering, begging for death, which Remy obliged. Iodon thought for a second as the group was catching their breath, said he had an idea, and cut his arm, the blood dripping down and kind of like seeping into his mouth and Bruckner's mouth and nostrils before his eyes light up with this kind of red tinge. Looks around at all of you, and Iodon said, "We have 5 questions."
Okay. Well, only 5. We need to use them responsibly. Nobody phrase anything as a question, unless we're sure.
I'm good with that. Should we maybe huddle over here and discuss
we should maybe huddle over here.
You catch John.
Bells is terrified and doesn't really know what's going on and is scared to say words. More so than normal.
So what happens if we...
Well, we are not allowed to ask.
I wonder what
questions.
happens if we...
That's still a
Afraid
question.
No, I wonder is a statement about...
Yeah,
things that
I
I'm
wonder
curious
what
about.
happens if a question is spoken in the same room, but not to...
Well, I'd just as soon not use this opportunity to speculate on it. I'd say.
It just seems squirrely.
Can
So
he
we-
see? Nope, didn't finish it.
We need to decide.
I
What
wonder if he can
questions
see
to
us.
ask.
No, he can't see you.
Hmm.
Of course, this isn't actually him. This is an echo, a memory.
Oh, that makes me feel a little better, I guess.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and I'll ask the first question.
Are you certain? This
I
is
wonder.
tricky.
I
I wonder how certain you are of what the first question will be. Do you?
Well,
Is this?
I think that the first question should be concerning the whereabouts of Blaine.
It's
Bane.
Cyrus.
Yeah.
I need to make
That
sure I say
part-
that correctly.
It is Bane. It is Bane.
Bane.
Okay. I think you can handle that
I will-
probably.
I will ask about his probable whereabouts. I'm not
give a
going
thumbs
to
up.
ask if that's okay with everyone. Just thumbs up.
Oh.
Thumbs
sure.
up.
Okay, then I'll come over to Brockner Puler and I'll say, "So, Professor Puler, where, geographically speaking, is Bane most likely to manifest next?"
The neck kind of cracks over to you. It's one good eye glinting, the mouth gaping. The fields of abhorrence. The Ember Spike.
Everyone take notes.
Fields of abhorrence.
Oh, I think I have a good one for the next one whenever we're ready.
Cyrus, what's your passive investigation, by the way?
Passive investigation is 15.
Okay. As you ask this question, you notice kind of a small, lumpy pouch attached to his belt. You can take it and look at it, and it is indeed a bunch of sending stones. One of them you do recognize as you have its twin.
The whole time?
The whole time.
The whole time.
The whole time? That's like 70 episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe more.
Was this refresh my memory here?
Fed Your Wild?
That we thought didn't work.
Grawled in the Green?
Yeah.
You
No,
spoke to him briefly through it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You picked it
Gosh,
up and
that was
said, yes, who is this? And then you put it in your pocket and died.
Wait, what? I feel like I've missed. I don't know.
They found a sending stone on a bad guy like forever ago. Like probably like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Oh, yeah.
Pueller had the other half the whole time, so
Yeah.
he and whatever bad guy you killed were communicating.
And yeah, I remember that.
It's been a while.
Forgot about that sending stone.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay.
But I didn't. Anyway, you find that little beauty as
That's
you're...
on Pueller?
It was
Sorry,
Pueller
I know
all
Vinny's
along.
not there, but I'm a player and I'm reacting.
No, that's fine. You should be. Second
Okay.
question.
I believe that I have, now that I understand how this works a bit better, I believe I have a good follow-up for that. Professor what remains of Professor Pueller, when Bane was, by what method was Bane previously banished?
The neck kind of snaps over and the sightless eye fixes on you. Bane was not banished. He was sundered by the gods.
Semantics. Always with the semantics.
But I think that the relevant bit of that answer is that it was by the gods. So probably not something that we can replicate.
That seems fair. He also said sundered, and I recall all these little pieces, so
Bright gleam
specific-
pipes up as you're talking about that. Yeah, I don't think you can do that.
Who said that?
Bright gleam.
Oh,
My
and
baby that you stole.
I talk back to my spear. I say, and I don't suppose you can do that, can you?
No, it's clear that you are addressing the spear.
But you
Yes.
said that in your head, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
This is all happening telepathically with the spear. Well, I mean, maybe, I don't know. Probably not.
I say out loud, okay. I'm waiting for one of y'all that we all can ask a question. We've spent so much time on these.
I know, and I still feel very nervous. I'm gonna screw it up.
Just, yeah.
Your face is too eager. You're supposed to be dead. Give me the one eye stare. There we go. Okay, Ruby will step up and will say, Professor Pueller, how would you recommend, step by step, that we defeat Bane?
Bane cannot be defeated, only reduced. He cannot be killed on this plane or any, which is why he was sundered. Your best hope would be to diminish his body. That way it returns to Acheron. In short, blast him with fire and stab him.
We can do that a lot of times.
Got a lot of firepower between us. Kinda.
Twist.
I
I feel like
suppose
the
it's
next one's a good Bell's question.
my turn then.
You don't have to all ask a question. You can compile
That's just
them
how
in
we
a-
want to do it this
decided
way.
it, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Let Bells be nervous.
That's fine. Go for it.
So she would kind of like look at the group and like, okay, and walk up, but still keep some distance as this is all gross and he looks gross. Professor, does Bane have any physical weaknesses or specific vulnerabilities?
2 that I know of. 1. His soul is fragile. It has just been mended. This is probably one of the only times in an avatar of Bane's manifestation where it can be physically distributed again. The other is that until he heals, he will be tied to the weapon.
I suppose that would be the gauntlet then, everyone.
Or I wonder if it could be the Ember Spike.
Oh, I sure hope not. Mighty tall. All right. Do we want to move forward with our final question? No. That wasn't his character.
That's Hayden, player.
This is Hayden. Hayden's in the room now.
Okay. Well, Cyrus is gonna try and huddle everybody back up and say, "Okay, we get one more question. I think that we should ask about the weapon
That
that he
seems
just
like
mentioned."
Mm-hmm.
a good idea that we could use that information.
Especially
The
since it's
weapon
not clear.
is, to my mind, likely to be the gauntlet.
But what if
But-
it isn't?
I'm wondering why he's going to the Ember Spike.
I think the Ember Spike might just be one of those places where the I don't know, the barriers between planes is thin there.
Make a history check for me.
Yeah, what
Hayden.
can I Arcana that?
Did you
Make
did
a
you
history
say
check for me too, Ruby.
I get a history check out of this? Okay.
And y'all
'Cause
both with
we've-
advantage because you've already been told this before.
Yeah.
Hey. Don't you
A
dare.
9.
I got a 21.
Oh! I got a 20 plus like 10.
Natural 20?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, you know that the Ember Spike is where
There we go.
Bane, Torog, the Rizadoon, and the Primordials were defeated in the end of the Dread War.
Is the Ember Spike a weapon?
It was a weapon originally by the Primordials. It was launched into, it was a planet that was condensed into a spike and launched into y'all's planet.
Oh.
Caused basically like the
Yeah.
entire surface to be
Right,
lava
to
for a
become
while.
lava. Yeah, I remember that, but I didn't know it was a planet that was condensed.
Yes.
That
So
is-
with a natural 20 history check,
Crazy.
there was creation, primordials, and children of the divine.
Okay.
They did not like each other. So one god said, okay, we're going to make 2 separate worlds. One for primordials, one for children of the divine. And the primordials were like, "Meh, meh, we don't like this. We want our whole world. So they spiked it.
Natural 20. Here's the whole
They
cosmology
spiked
of the universe.
Yeah.
I thank
It's
you.
now or never.
So this is mostly
Shit.
myth, though. I'll say that.
Right.
So you're not sure the verifiability of history, anything pre-Dread War, but this is the myth, one of several myths of creation.
Okay.
So the takeaway here is that, so could the Ember, this is me asking Tyler, from the takeaway there, could the Ember Spike be the weapon in question, or is it likely gone?
Think that necessarily is something you can construe to be a weapon. If the Ember Spike is a weapon, it'd be something additional to it being launched at the planet. You don't think it'd get relaunched necessarily.
But it
Okay.
doesn't act as like a bridge between
Not to your
realms
knowledge.
or like
You don't know much about the Ember
Okay.
Spike in terms of like even historically, because no one's really been there.
Mhm. Oh yeah, because there's like a bowl around it and nobody goes in. Or the
No
people
one
that
comes
do
out.
come in, nobody
Yeah.
comes out. With a 30, with a 30 history, I don't know anymore.
Nope.
I don't.
Ain't no history written about it.
What you got over there?
I am now in agreement that we
No, I
probably
thought
ought
they
to
were
ask
peanut butter
more
M&Ms.
questions about that gauntlet. Now, what the question would be?
About the gauntlet?
Yeah.
Or should we
now,
just-
Okay, I'll get back into Remy head zone now.
Okay.
Is that so?
And the divine children, just curious, divine children, those are like humanoids.
Humanoids, goblinoids, children of the primordials would be giants, genasi, aarakocra, genies, ifrits, etc. They all now live in the plane of elemental fire and water and all that.
Except for the giant.
A lot of giants live in the elemental planes.
Okay. So Remy's going to turn to Cyrus and say, so your opinion is that we ought to try to seek more information on the weapon. What the information that you are seeking is still up for question, though.
I am wondering two things, but we only get one question. I am wondering whether the gauntlet is the weapon in question. And I am wondering, how do we destroy that?
Perhaps the question might be something along the lines of, and I'm not asking this as much, the question might be something along the lines of, how might one destroy the weapon? And that might indicate what that weapon might be.
I am inclined to agree with you.
We are scholars.
I also
It's your opinion, doesn't matter. It's his opinion. I'm just kidding.
I also think that if we are wrong about what that weapon is, that might be clarified once we re-encounter Bane.
You need to nail that down if we're going to do any more questions.
Yes.
We certainly should ask one last question. Absolutely.
I like Remy's phrasing of it.
Well then,
Let's put it to a vote without asking the question.
I raise my hand.
Sir Bells would too.
Sure. Yeah.
Adon shrugs and rolls his eyes.
Oh yeah. I don't.
Remy, you do the honors.
That's not. Maybe someone who's a little less likely to stumble over their words would be more
Okay, then
apt.
I'll do it.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Say Blaine.
Bane.
You don't even have to say it.
I don't have to say
If
it.
you say Blaine, I'm going to say I do not know who Blaine is.
Maybe we should let Iodon ask the question.
No, you're not getting that easy.
Professor Pueller, how do we destroy this weapon that Bane's soul is tied to?
If there is a way to destroy it, I do not know it. The best bet is for it to lie dormant once again.
Well, that tells us something. What happens to the body now?
As the magic fades, the light kind of leaves its eye, and it just sighs one final time before falling back, clattering against the stone.
I will be perfectly honest. I was going to spend a lot of time trying to shatter that gauntlet if we saw it, so that does clarify that point.
As you say that, Remy, in all of your heads, you hear a voice boom. It would seem our agreement is at an end. Floating into the room is your illithid associate from
Yeah.
before.
Can he eat brains of people that are recently dead?
No.
We caught this one for you. You can eat his brain.
He's the one Sire spoke of.
Yep.
The
But
very
maybe be
large
careful because it was very,
brain.
very poisoned by god juices.
There might be some ichor on him.
Yeah.
Do you like Ika?
Our accord is at a conclusion. I thank you for your service. If we ever encounter one another again, I hope to make another accord.
Oh, did you read The Curious Case of Noxus yet?
Oh my god.
No. I have been busy.
Okay, well,
There's like
Just let
blood
me
dripping
know.
from its tentacles.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to join us in our mission?
No. However, now that our agreement is at an end, I would kindly ask you to depart from my library.
We can't even have a few minutes in here. It's a lot of information.
I am confused. Our agreement is at an end.
Oh,
Thank you. We will be going now.
it's
kinda
been a
just-
pleasure
I
doing
would
business
just
with
nudge
you.
Remy and slowly start
Mhm.
walking away.
Yeah.
It just tracks you with its eyes, emotionless, until you are out of view.
I could take us back to the tower if we want.
Back to
Back to Urengal.
like
Back-
what is
yeah.
that? Transportation.
Transportation circle.
Well,
Teleportation.
Teleportation circle.
Yeah, you have the circle for both Proud Gleam Fortress, and I think you have the circle to the Hall of 1,000 Doors in Urengal. as well.
Yes, that is true. Do we need to go up top? We don't need to go up top.
There's,
I don't
well,
know.
if we popped up top, I don't know what's going on up there. They're
Dude.
supposed to get an invasion going.
They were fighting when you guys
So we talked
cast
to
ascending to her.
what's her face, Quan Chuan, right?
Mhm.
And she seemed like she was in a battle.
She
so we
said
don't wanna go up
we're
there.
in a battle. She said
What
rendezvous
did she
at
say?
Urengal.
Oh, that okay. I don't remember.
yeah.
To
We already had
Urengal.
this discussion. Great.
Yeah.
We should get out of
Here.
Here.
Yeah, this
To a
seems
safe
like
place.
a bad zone.
quickly.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and I'll cast teleportation circle there.
Make sure to burn all your
Yeah.
gold,
Yeah.
gold piece worth.
Um.
And- Each of you go through the circle and find yourself in. Where did you guys go? Did you go to Proud Gleam or did you go to the Hall of 1,000 Doors?
I don't know where those
If
are.
Cyrus did it, then
Proud Gleam.
we'd go to
then
Proud Gleam.
Yeah.
You guys find yourself within the castle at the center of Urengal. The familiar blocks with reflective chips in the stone glimmering as you exit the teleportation room and then the actual castle itself through the gatehouse. Where you headed?
Can I ask a question real
Can
quick?
I-
How's
yeah.
everyone looking? Like,
Pretty-
I know
pretty rough.
I am.
Like,
Okay.
not
Every-
great, but not awful.
I am very bad.
Yeah.
Is fine.
I think you're the only one who's fine. Everyone else got exploded on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
I
hiding.
didn't.
You got exploded on. You just dodged all the damage.
Yeah, I don't have any problems.
Yeah, Ivan's hurt as well.
Okay.
Where are you guys headed?
I vote sweaties.
Oh,
Well, because
We
we
look-
well, we were in character.
Weren't we there yesterday?
Yeah, we
we
were.
were there this
And-
morning.
Well, I
No,
mean,
we
we
spent the
could
night.
we could check and see if Sweaty is located any resources or
That's
help.
just anywhere that
Is-
I can sit down for at least a short period is fine. Let's just get somewhere quickly.
As you guys are having this discussion, Remy, you get a sending spell from Vinny, who's on
Oh,
his phone. You got 25 words, Vinny.
Who do I send it to?
Remy.
For me.
Well, you can send it to whoever you want. It's a free
I was
send.
just about to send to him.
Well, too bad.
Works out.
Hey, Remy. Where are you? I think I'm ready to come back.
12.
All he needs.
Okay. Remy?
That's the first time he's used less than the available amount
Character
of
growth.
words. Very proud. He's grown so much. Remy sends back, Sweaty's pastries got our cacks kicked a little.
As you guys...
but
sorry.
We're alive.
As you guys make your way to Sweaty's, you enter Palmer Corner, and as you pass one of the larger trees in the city, it splits down the middle. And the familiar curvaceous form of Titania walks through, glancing about before coming through as well. The Nuthra Silver piece. Same outfit or a little bit different?
It is a little bit different. Yeah. You'll notice that his hair, which loosely usually trails his back, is now been kind of like braided down, and it's got some golden clasps from Mommy Dearest, and now he is. Everything else is more or less the same. Still the same coat, and
Same
thigh-high
thigh-high.
boots,
I was wondering if
leather
if they
boots.
got like an update. The boots, like maybe you got some new laces.
They're even
or-
higher.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were really paying
Mid-thigh.
attention, you would see that they now have on the laces. They have those like really long tassel clasps that you would see like on a bolo tie.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
Yeah. So, so it's got something like that going on. And then, he just looks fresh. Like you almost couldn't see the braid because it's kind of like swooped back in a quiff, sort of a not pompadour fully, but like definitely kind of like brushed back, as opposed to like dangling in his face and kind of that more anime look. He looks more like I don't know. Yeah, he looks like kind of like
There's
a
also
little more dapper,
a
so to speak.
gleaming sidearm that you now have.
Yes, and you are now like strangely, where he used to like when you first met him, he had a crossbow, and that was his main form of weaponry when we first all met, and then it was replaced by the hand crossbow, and then even that kind of went away after some time because of his powers. But you'll notice that he's got in one hand his hand crossbow on his left, and on his right dominant hand, well, technically hanging from his left, is a rapier. It's sheathed, and that's a little bit new. So
Yeah.
it's just kind of like, well, because you've traveled with him for so long, and you're like, that's weird. He's got a sword. Interesting.
Also has a lovely, intricately, finely braided, glorious dwarf beard.
Oh yeah.
Are you studying me?
Mm-mm.
No.
No,
that
like
happened when she put on a
epic.
belt that was worn by Moradin.
And it's the braids kind of match the hair. Where like they're a little bit higher up here, and then like more
Forgot about
intricately braided on this side. So it's like the same asymmetry, but like opposite. Like
Love
this
that.
is the short side of her hair, and then this is the short side of her beard.
Love
It
that.
kind of reminds me of like who is in the way they portrayed him in Legend of Vox Machina, the
Gilmore?
yes, yeah, it's kind of what I'm picturing.
It's a Gilmore beard vibe for sure.
Yeah.
Cyrus's socks are fixed.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So coming through that tree portal, you guys obviously make eye contact and make your way over.
As I brush past Titania, I take her by the hand and kiss it.
Just nods. No one favors. Walks through the portal.
He watches her walk.
Cyrus is gonna look over at Remy and say, "What kind of favors do you think she's talking about?" Vinny!
Whoa!
It's great to see you.
Cyrus, wow, I was not. I mean, did you tell me that you found Cyrus?
Yeah.
I think she did.
Yeah.
I got wind that they had found you, but it is so good to see you. And he just rushes up and kind of like, big hug around the neck.
Yep. And Cyrus,
And then he pulls him
tight.
back, pulls him, kind of by the shoulders and takes a look at him. It's so good to be back.
yeah, it's good to be back, isn't it?
Yes. And Bells! And he will go over and, Bells, right?
Yes, I know I'm.
Oh, I just wasn't sure. Your appearance has changed.
Oh, the beard. Do you like it?
Sure, I love it. I just wanted to make sure that you were still going by Bells.
As opposed to Isabella.
As opposed to anything.
Oh, sweet God. It's already started.
Yes, that's still my name.
Okay, perfect. Sometimes people change their appearance and they change their name with it. And I love it. I love it. Bells, I love it. And he gives him also a big embrace. And,
She would cough up a little bit of blood onto him.
and then he prestidigitations the blood. Oh, and yours as well. And wraps hers up as well.
Yes.
Though I think you probably need a little bit more.
Yeah.
of that.
Have you acquired any new healing?
need to.
Oh, hang
Yeah,
on. I'm
come.
gonna do a heal.
Let's get you to an inn where we can, or a priest. What do we need?
Perhaps we should
Just-
speak with Quan Chuan first.
We were headed to Sweaties, but yeah.
Guan Chuan?
Guan Chuan.
Don's dying.
Yeah, Iodon's not. He's got 2 health.
Vinny, did you know?
Iodon.
Did you know that Iodon has a gang of greasers?
I do not have a gang of greasers.
This may not be the right time.
Bells, please take
I can't
18
wait to meet
health.
them.
Oh, great.
Iodon, let me give you a hand. Obviously, the most in desperate need, right?
I mean, yeah,
They're all rough.
him and Bells are looking pretty rough, but I think Cyrus is also
I'm
looking
good now.
I'm
not
at
great.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll let's get you to. Where do you? Tell me where to go. I'll get you there. I'll kind of.
Well, if we need to rest, we need to rest, but I figured we should probably talk with whoever's in charge.
It's up to you. You look the worser for the wear.
I'll be okay. So whatever you decide is fine.
Let's get some rest.
All right.
And if you need me to send for someone, I can send for someone. But let's find the nearest bed.
Here's bed
Maybe-
around here.
We can go up to the tower and we can meet them there. We can
To the
rest
tower?
there.
Which tower?
That's where we're gonna rendezvous, right?
Oh, you mean the Tower of Illusion at the Quintessence?
Yeah, that one, of course.
No.
One
Sure.
other tower.
Well, there's dormitories there, are there not, Cyrus?
There are. I don't know if they'll have any empty beds, but we can check.
We'll be fine.
It is just a jaunt from Sweaties, so you can swing in real quick, swing out, get some pastries. Sweaty's ecstatic to see you're not dead.
We're not dead, Sweaty. We're a little hurt.
He hasn't been able to track down that magic cachet, unfortunately. It got
Oh.
gobbled up by a underground group called the Obsidian Cabal, but
Well,
he's
that
working on
sucks.
other stuff.
Cool.
Great.
I made some rolls. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, any help you can give us. Also, while we are walking, Cyrus has this bag of sending stones. He's just gonna be picking them up one at a time, just like, hello.
Every
Well-
time, there's just nothing in return, as you are very much not Brockmere Puler, and they can tell.
When Cyrus figures out that that's the case, he's gonna say, "Hello, this is Cyrus Grimalkin, Brockner Puler's clerical assistant. He's having me just organize his sending stones. They're kind of a mess right now. If you don't mind just telling me who's at the other end of this one so that I can properly file it."
Roll a d20 for me.
I'm going to make a case for advantage since I have many years of doing this at the Quintessence before this adventure.
This isn't a skill check.
Okay.
This is a
Random.
random check. See who.
18.
Okay, you do get one reply. Near the end. A familiar
Okay.
voice creeps into your head. A voice you thought to be dead.
Oh.
Oh, this is interesting. So, give your best to Lynn for me. The voice of Linus Cartagia.
Oh,
Linus!
you gotta be kidding me.
Linus! Ugh. Okay, I hope you rot in jail or wherever the scut you are on whatever plane. And if you're not, I'm gonna come for you after we finish up with Blaine.
I'll be waiting. That's how. It's the only reply.
Who was that, Cyrus?
Linus Cartagia. He's the only one who picked up.
I'm sorry. What?
No, he's still alive.
He.
We can check in with the police or whoever was supposed to handle his case.
Well, then Bahamut better give us a Lynn back if she didn't complete her mission.
I told you it wasn't Bahamut.
You did suspect.
Yeah.
Wait, that Alen's like patron god was
Yeah.
not Bahamut?
Make an insight check for me.
Which one of us?
Remy and Cyrus. Let's see what bonuses we can get.
14.
14. Remy?
Just a 12.
12. Both of you, you're quite certain that Alin's mission was completed. That was Bahamut. I think the issue that you guys have run into is that he perhaps had allies elsewhere. He was melted into black goo.
Yeah.
You don't
Right.
necessarily know that Linus is walking around and breathing and living here.
Oh.
Okay.
Benny,
Whatever.
I'm sorry for lashing out. After calming down a little bit and thinking about it for about 12 seconds, I think you're probably right. It's been a long day.
Yes, we really should get some rest.
As
We all
you
got
guys
exploded earlier.
As you guys enter the campus of the Quintessence Pursuant, it's eerie, strange, where usually the grounds are abuzz with students and teachers crisscrossing message carriers. It's quite empty. You see perhaps a student or two walking across the fields from one tower to another.
Yeah, this place does die down on the weekends.
Is it that or is it the war?
Oh, it could be that too.
Ruby, should you perhaps alert Quan Chuan that we're here waiting for her?
Yeah. Do I have the thing? Am I
Send
holding
her.
on to it?
Oh yeah.
We have a stone, right?
Can't you also cast sending?
Yeah, but we have
Oh,
a sending stone.
okay.
for
Yeah,
it,
that's
so.
sending. Okay.
Okay, I will just say, Quan Chuan, we made it back to this place,
Erangel.
to Erngol, to the Quintessence. What do you want us to do?
Minute goes by. 2.
Oh no,
No reply.
Quan Chuan die?
Right.
Uh-oh, y'all.
Did it arrive? Did the message arrive? She does
Yes.
know that.
Well, it's a sending stone, so it always arrives at the stone.
Hmm.
That seems like a semantic distinction that you're making now that I'll never forgive you for.
Sorry.
Maybe try a sending spell.
Yeah, I can do that.
You want to burn a sending?
I mean, are we about to rest?
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, we're about to.
Yes.
we-
Please.
Okay. Burn a sending, say the same thing.
I got 100
Stop.
HP to heal, y'all.
Yes, do that. Except I
Does
can't
not
do it because
connect with anyone.
Oh,
Okay, she did. Why are you doing this? Well? Okay, was there anybody else that we know of who was there?
You met I believe you met the leader of the Twilight Expedition, and it was inferred that he was going to go there. He was the elven gentleman with the shaved head. His name is... sorry, I forgot his name.
Idon, is it possible that you can contact your gang boss and see where he is?
Is it Vertoris Spinner? Yeah. Vertoris.
I wrote this down, but
I
don't
can't
worry.
contact him, but
You don't have a way to contact each other.
I don't have the sending spell, no.
Can I do it if I met him once?
Yeah.
Sure. We usually don't contact one another. We rove by ourselves and fight monsters. It's not a team thing, really.
Then why do you all have matching jackets?
We don't. His is different
I
from mine.
mean, they all look pretty similar.
They're similar, perhaps.
I mean, you may
don't
have
think
noticed
the animals-
Idon has the glasses
In
on
what-
the tiger.
In
His
what-
had the bald.
We only
head.
contract one tailor, okay?
In what way are you connected? Why do you call each other by the same name? There must be some benefit of being the Twilight Expedition.
He's right. We don't have matching jackets. Should we get matching?
Is it,
We should.
Is it just name recognition? Is that what it is? It's branding. It's a certain level of monster hunter that you can contract. Is it for?
No, it's mostly dedication to the god Coralon and his, desire to purge the world from monsters. For most of them, kind of warrior monks situation.
Well, so you have that in common.
Well, no, I just like to fight.
Yeah.
And wear cool tiger jackets, I guess. The
Even
style
Remy-
is got to be a component.
Well, and Remy travels alone, but he goes by a creed, the Tenderheart Academy, or what have you.
It's close enough.
Regardless, I cannot contact Vertoris, but I believe you can. You've
Okay.
met him.
All right, I will do it again.
Okay.
And I will say,
Yeah, burn them all now before you rest.
I know.
Who's it?
What's his
I
name?
forgot what I'm catching up to.
Who?
What?
Who are you calling?
Vitur, he's this elf guy
He's
who
the leader of the Twilight Expedition.
was he one of the
Wait,
three
what
elves?
is-
I would know.
Yeah,
Oh, I
then
know
he
him.
would-
Yeah.
When did you run into him?
You've had a couple of comings and goings with them since you've been in Alinar. Idon's been there on business a bit.
We ran into them yesterday or 2 days ago or 3 weeks ago. It's hard to say. But they were all here.
Oh, the Twilight. Right.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, along with, and then I'll rattle off the other elven
Yeah.
leaders of the
Yeah.
northern cities, blah, blah, blah.
Nora's, Conciliate Southern
You met
Springcrest.
Nora.
We
and,
did.
The king, or not the king, but the counselor of Filiatal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he had one of
It
those
was
all
like
game
it was all
buddies.
very
Guild has
impressive.
been busy in my absence.
he had one of those
Course.
switchblade combs, which I thought was a little weird since he also has a shaved head. I
We
don't
can
know.
catch up later. I apologize. And Vinny's like, he's got some street nuts he's eating. And so he
Okay.
picked those up.
We will send to Homeboy.
Okay.
Say, the Guild of Goodwill has made it back to Urungal. Do you have any guidance for us? Also, what happened to Quan Chuan?
You spin the spell out, your sparkly pink energy leaving into the ether, and it does not find a target.
Uh-oh, they're all dead.
Oh, we should have gone
Did
back
you suggest that
upstairs.
we contact him just so we can find out that he died too? Maybe.
I mean, I asked if there was anybody else that we
That's
know
the
there.
only other person you know who went along.
Well,
That's a bad sign.
should we perhaps go back to where their home base was here and see if anyone has returned?
I'm sure Sweaty's still here.
You guys did stop in at
We
Sweaty's.
did stop in at Sweaty's. He is still here.
You are on the campus of the Quintessence.
His fingers
Can we
around.
not go up to like the tower where they
Oh,
were all
yeah.
planning everything?
Sure, you can go to the
Yeah,
Tower
that's what I'm
of
talking about.
Illusion. There is a single clerk at the bottom of the stairs, kind
they're
of
all
sorting
dead.
some scrolls. Who looks over? Oh, hi. Can I help you?
Yeah, we're looking for anyone who's still alive.
Oh, well, I'm alive.
Okay, Quan Chuan isn't.
eyes get kind of wide. Really?
Okay, so you don't even know that she's dead.
Oh, this is a terrible thing to do to someone.
No, I
All
just
of
know
you?
that classes are canceled and that, well, they said if you had any questions for the professors to go make your queries known at the Silver Champions Academy.
What's
Is
that?
that where they are? The professors?
Well, they might be. I know they went off, well,
Just over the hill.
somewhere. I don't know when they'll be back, but yeah, I would check there, if anywhere.
Can we please rest before we go there? Should we really
Why don't-
hurry on?
Well, I don't have any information to know what we know, but
We have rooms available.
yeah, why don't we bed down here and
Let's do that.
seems like there's a lot going on. I would love to be filled in and
Bells would take her belt off. If we're going to the Silver Champions. Wait, it poofed off?
Oh wait, no, it'll take an hour before it poofs off.
Does it poof off or
It
does
will
it?
poof off.
Okay.
Will it like fall on the ground? Like will the hair
Like,
exist?
like, you're just like,
Don't let it
shit.
poof off. Let it slough off.
It's gonna be this poof of
I wanted
white
it to
powder,
like
and then
grow
it's
back
gone.
in.
Oh.
That's grody.
Ugh.
Just like,
it adds to her hair.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're taking
Yeah,
a
I'm
long
not going
rest
back
here?
there with a beard.
Yes, let's take a long rest.
Let's,
here.
let's go somewhere. Let's get healed. Let's get you guys looking better. And you've got to tell me more what's going on.
You're able to long rest, and you guys are able to hit level 13.
Yes.
I'm
What?
gonna go shopping
That dice I rolled
for.
was that-
Hayden, I told you to do this. I told you to
Hey.
pre-level.
No, I was told to get my level 12 stats in order.
No,
he
that was-
did
that was
specifically tell
Farida.
us to do level 13 because I got some
That's all
stuff
right.
happening.
It's a good
I
thing
can Misty
you're a monk.
Step, y'all.
What?
Me too. I
I
haven't used
still
it yet,
only
but
have
I
2
can.
spell slots. But
And I'm gonna heal Iodon.
Yeah,
Hey, you know what happens
I
with monks at
can
level 13, y'all?
guidance. I can spare the die. I can bless. I can cure wounds. I can
Proficiency bonus
dissonant
went
whispers.
up. That's a big deal.
Misty Step, reverse gravity.
Okay, guys, I just got Tongue of the Sun and Moon. Do you know what that does?
Oh yeah, that's great.
No.
Now I can be understood by any creatures that I'm talking to.
Like animals too?
I don't know.
Creatures.
Animals aren't
only
creatures?
if those creatures speak Sylvan. I'll say that.
Any creature that can understand a language can understand what you say.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So,
Do animals
not
have
really.
language?
That's my really
You
cool.
would have to have an
feat,
intelligence score over a certain number.
Only if those animals speak a language that's in the PHP, like Sylvan or something like that. But
So
there is
Tyler,
also
we
speak
were
with
level
animals.
12
Mhm.
when we fought Puler, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm on track for HP. I just wanted to
Cool.
be sure.
So morning comes. You guys are able to rest without having to take watches. It's nice. What are you guys doing?
I need to go shop
Going-
real quick for some gem dust.
You can go up early.
Yeah.
Before everyone wakes up,
Yep.
maybe. Okay. What type of gem dust and how much?
I would tell you
Teleportation dust?
momentarily. No. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Do I
No.
have any of that?
I'll need to restock on
I have some
too.
ink. I think I have a bunch of ink actually.
Just burn whatever gold you guys
Yeah,
need.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to buy. Where did it say? 1,500 gold points worth of ruby dust.
Oh, what's that for? Force cage?
Force cage.
I got a mini for it.
Pew, pew.
Ooh.
Vinny,
I would.
Vinny's gonna get some.
Put you in a
incense
magical
for his familiar.
prison.
Okay.
Ooh.
I would be up early
Familiar.
outside praying at my spot,
Okay.
which is pretty close.
Your spot is actually pretty close, and it's
Yes.
also one of the trees at your spot is where Titania let out Vinny. Funny enough,
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but
Great.
you
That's
see,
what I pictured.
you
Cool.
do see your same friend, the old general,
I would
feeding,
not go talk to him.
feeding squirrels. So
That's
you'll
fine.
go sit on a different bed.
Yeah.
That's fine. He waves.
I would sit on
politely.
the ground,
Okay.
and I would not wave to him. I would purposefully avoid him.
He just waves. He's
Great.
just kind old.
Cool.
Me. I'm vibing. But yeah, you can go sit. You guys can go do your shopping and reconvene as the day starts to come on.
Great.
Is there anything else you'd like to do before heading out?
Bells would like fix herself extra.
Okay.
Like my hair looks nicer than usual.
Mhm.
My stuff's all put together.
Your beard's all
My weapons are
oiled.
all shiny. My beard is off.
Oh, so you
She took the belt.
you unattuned from the belt.
Yes.
Okay. You want to give that to anyone to attune to? Or do you just want to keep it on your person?
I would keep it on my person.
Okay, cool. Just make sure you remember you have it.
Question.
Answer.
How do I get back out of leveling myself up back to my regular?
Oh.
It's like being weird.
There should be a thing on the right sidebar that says.
No, that's fine. I'll figure it out.
So where are you guys headed?
I guess
To
we'll
the
all
Silver
reconvene
Champions
and say-
Academy,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Yep.
All right.
So you guys head to the academy where the Justicars train. You guys would know of this building. It's
I would
also
have told you all that I train there. Like, I would have told you that. at
it's
this
also within Palmer's Corner. It's just a short walk north. You guys, some of you haven't seen it before. It is this large rectangle of gray stone, two sides being kind of longer than its other. So it's more of a prism, and I'm sorry. Oh yeah, it's the tops are longer than the bottom, so it makes kind of like this weird little triangle thing. But the stairs going up into one side is this telescoping sort of vibe where it goes up into the middle of the building, and you are assaulted as you enter with the smell of iron and sulfur and noise as you see bustling people walking back and forth, bloodied bandages, wounded soldiers. You see Ruby Knights, you see Justicars, you see Quintessence members. You even spot some Elven warriors and some apostasy soldiers. As you're walking, kind of looking for anyone who you might recognize, anyone you might know. From the side, you hear Isabella. Is? And as you turn, you see a middling height, tan-skinned, dark-haired Justicar who's bandaged and bloodied, who you recognize to be your brother Colin, who kind of just trots over. What are you doing here?
Oh, we just came from the caves beneath the battlefield.
You were what? It's a lot
It's-
taken.
It is a lot, honestly.
We haven't seen you or heard from you.
Yes, I've been quite fine. I've been traveling with this guild. I'm excellent. Do you know who's in charge here?
Yeah. He kind of points off. There is a group of archmages kind of grouped around. Are you okay?
Oh, yes, I'm fine, thank you. So, did the battle go terribly?
Didn't go well, but it was one.
Did any leaders make it out?
A lot of those quintessent lot, our general, most of the knights. Once the ones who were kind of controlled by this Ica went down, we were able to sway most of our folk back, but
Wait, at some point, all of the ones controlled by Ica went down.
well, once we took them down,
Oh, I see.
only me and one other of my regiment made it out, though. It wasn't good.
All right.
Kind of waves at everyone
Oh,
standing
yes.
by.
This is my brother Colin. This
Pleasure.
is
Hello.
the Guild of Goodwill.
I'm Cyrus Green Malkin.
Looks at his bloodied hand and just gingerly
Okay,
shakes it.
would Colin have heard of the Guild of Goodwill?
No,
Okay,
Pleased to meet you.
dang.
sorry.
The new threat.
Hi, I'm Ruby. I'm sorry to hear about your regiment.
Yeah, sounds like it's been tough.
It's okay.
So there's, I'm afraid I've been on holiday and I feel like your presence here is an insult. There's been an army of, or did y'all fill me? Are we?
Yes,
we did
of
a lot
course.
of
Yes, we would have
Right.
filled you in. Yeah.
Okay.
We would've
There's
told you
an
all the
army
stories.
of Icker people.
So, essentially,
I told you this yesterday.
Brockner kind of mind controlled a bunch of people, and those mind controlled people mind controlled other people, and he had a little force of expedition force.
Yeah.
He took with him, and then this force went to address them.
Okay.
Did we ever understand why he was at that location? Because he was trying to get that special amulet or whatever the
So
piece was? It was the last
chalice
piece of
was
Bane.
there, but there was also the
Oh.
arcane gauntlet. Or not gauntlet, the arcane vault, which is what Puler wanted to get to.
Is that okay?
But he was denied that once he crushed the gauntlet. So it was like, Bane was like, I'll lead you to the arcane vault. I
Try to
won't.
crush the amulet with
Got it. Okay.
I didn't. I'm not going to necessarily let you
Got it.
utilize it.
Great. Okay. Cool. Perfect. Great.
So,
Somehow that didn't click in my
no,
brain.
you're good. Well, I've got to get back to it, but
Yes, so do we. It was wonderful to see you.
you should see Mother and Father while they're in town, I guess.
Should I, though?
Well, it's up to you. I really appreciated the distance I had there for a while.
When did you become a Justicar?
Wasn't he a Justicar before you?
Oh, it was Charles. Colin was my younger brother.
Oh.
Is that who I'm talking to? I'm talking to Charles?
Yes,
Okay,
Charles
great.
Collin. I thought it was
Okay.
Charles Collin.
Okay, nope, yep, that's fine.
Okay,
Okay, great.
but yes, this is Charles.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I don't know. Perhaps you should see them. They, well, he's a malcontent right now, being ransomed and whatnot.
Oh, well, I suppose he deserves that, doesn't he?
He's always been a malcontent.
Yes. Well, Colin, hopefully the next time we see each other, it's under better conditions.
You should have some land that I can visit you on, so
Yes,
be safe.
you too.
Look, I know we're not, close, or I care about you, I love you, you're my sister. And you dealt with it the way you dealt with it. I don't blame you for running off, but just don't die when you're running off this time.
I haven't so far.
I mean, you kind of did, but it's okay.
Oh, that's true. I did
His
one
eyes
time.
widen.
It's okay. Okay, I brought her back.
Yes, I'm fine now.
Sometimes it's good to have friends.
Yes.
Okay,
There was a beholder under the ocean. It was a risky situation.
a lot to take in. I'm just gonna.
We also
Okay.
just made a deal with a brain eater, so it's fine.
Oh yes, have you met one of those? They're quite fascinating. They can speak inside your head and have whole conversations with you while... I'm sorry, yes,
I'm
we
not
should
an
get
adventurer.
going.
I'm a soldier. I fight men.
Yes, thank you, Colin. I love you too. And then she'd walk away.
As you walk away, he kind of looks at you all. Thank you for nice to meet you. He just limps off.
Can we like heal him real quick or something? I feel bad.
If you want.
I don't have any of that.
He's not worth it. It's fine. He'll be fine.
Rough.
I mean,
True, but rough.
See, I thought he
True.
was your younger brother. I'm like, I thought you loved that little guy.
Yeah, if it- yeah.
No, it's your older brother.
that was Belle's being very warm to her younger brother for half of that. She would have been even colder.
Yeah, a
to
little,
Charles.
little more cold.
Charles was like, well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
That was Belle's being very warm to her tiny younger brother.
Right.
So,
Whoopies.
Okay. So, is there anything else you want to do before you guys head over to the Archmages?
No, we're going to the Archmages.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
There's
gone
this.
through all the sending stones.
You've gone through all the sending
Okay.
stones. You got one reply.
Minus.
Some
Can,
creeper
can I try
creeper
going through all
sound.
the sending stones next?
Sure, but it's probably gonna wait until you talk to the Archmages, unless you just want to be doing that while everyone else is talking.
Yeah, why not?
You want to do that?
I'll blast through them.
Roll a d20, and you're just gonna go through the voicemails of all these people
Yeah,
while
but
this is
I'm
happening.
gonna say, I'm just gonna say, I've got nothing. I'm just gonna say, I'm here to help.
Okay.
Repeatedly, over and over. I rolled a 3.
A 3.
Yeah.
You get one reply.
Oh.
Piss off. That's it.
Well, was it anyone I know?
Not you don't know that voice. Sorry.
It's kind of fun though.
Your call
Can
was
we know
very
the
important
voice?
to us.
Now we should hang on to these. I'm really curious about them.
I am too.
I'd go up to the Archmages and start figuring out what happened.
Sure. Circled around are several important-looking mages. There is a halfling. There is a kind of a shorter, shock-haired, red-headed human with like this large braided beard almost looks half dwarvish. There is a very old, like late 70s, kindly looking grandmother. There is a kind of secretive, skeevy looking human. And then a human male with
secret human.
Secret
skeevy human.
Secretive, I meant.
Right out of
I think
Hunter
it's
Hunter.
And here is my secret human.
He's masquerading as a half-elf. There is a human with olive skin, salt and pepper hair, quiet, calculating disposition, and then lastly there is a Azamar with this pale red hair, or pale red skin, silvery hair, and these pupils that have a slight pale luminescent glow to them, and they're all talking fervently as you walk up, and they all kind of just break off real quick.
We just came from defeating Pula and interacting with Bane. We would like to know what's going on and probably offer some of our information.
There's silence for a second. They all look at each other. They all start bombarding you with questions and talking at once before the Azamar kind of Let's just sequester her and I'll get back with you. He kind of motions for you all to go off to the side so you don't get peppered with archmages.
I would put the belt back on now, given that she feels like she'll be here for less than an hour.
Okay.
So no one will see her with dwarf beard.
Okay. He kind of walks you over to the side. Apologies, you are the Guild of Goodwill?
Yes.
I am Vonir, Archmage of Enchantment.
Pleasure to meet you.
Quan Chuan said that you were sent ahead.
Yes.
Yes.
We have realized that she didn't make it.
Unfortunately, her soul has been called back too many times for revivification magic to work. And she did not have a clone.
That's unfortunate. Wait, didn't she have a clone?
That was a simulacrum.
Hmm.
Oh,
It's different.
Okay. Cool.
Is the simulacrum still alive?
Let's go.
Oh, okay.
I think they turn into snow.
How
Yeah.
do they?
They turn into well, because you have to make them out of snow. They're a little snowman before you
Oh.
do the magic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, great. Okay.
You have defeated Pula. You said?
Yes, we
Yes.
killed him.
That is good. Then this is over.
But
Not
not
even
Bane.
a
No,
little
no.
bit.
He definitely resurrected the spirit of Bane, who then left his body.
Yes.
This is most troubling.
Indeed.
We are quite sure that he will be headed to the Ember Spike,
Yep.
and there will be some sort of weapon that his spirit is attached to or something, and we'll have to, I don't know, what did they say?
We basically
Put
need
the
to
weapon to rest, or
the weapon needs to go dormant, and we need to split his soul back apart like it was. But the gods did it last time, so I don't know if you have any ideas about how we could accomplish that, not being deities.
I was talking to Cyrus last night, and he said that the body needs to be beaten, and yes, the weapon needs to go dormant.
lots of fire and stabbing is what Pula told us.
But I'm sorry, I'm Vanessa Silverpiece. We may not have met. I don't know if you know my friends here.
Pleasure to meet you.
Cyrus Grimalkin, I think I took some classes from you a few semesters ago.
Oh, yes. Looks you up and down. Nice to be reacquainted.
Yeah. Anyways.
So what's the plan? What are you doing?
Well, Evershield is much easier to reach than a continent away. I'll confer with the mages. I believe the Order of the Watch has a circle within Proudclean Fortress. Someone must report this to Damien as well. He'll probably have a short strategy session. And then I assume we'll go.
Yeah, I
How
think the sooner
quickly?
the better.
Well, he's monitoring this quite closely. We could go to him now.
Well,
Damien Blackthorn?
Yes?
Wait, you.
He's here?
No, he's within the fortress.
Wait, which fortress?
I noticed
The
that
one
The
at-
castle of Erangel.
Oh, okay.
Proudgleam.
I noticed that there are also soldiers from the Ascendancy here. Has the war been put on hold?
Do you mean the apostasy?
Yeah, I mean the apostasy. Pardon me.
They're not at war currently. It was the people of New Alanco that's at war with the Ascendancy.
It's all a little fuzzy. Sorry,
No,
maybe
you're
not
good.
war, but it seems like
Tense
some
situation.
bridges
Yeah.
have been mended.
No. No.
And what of Alonco?
Well, that's on hold as far as I know until this is
Do we-
cleared up.
Do we see any Alonco in here as well?
No, you don't see any soldiers from New Alanco.
And they're not contributing.
No, they were doing quite poorly in the war. I don't think they'll be doing anything besides licking their wounds. The only victory they had was Juridian's. And he won't walk again, probably.
Well, I suppose we better get going then.
Have y'all gotten any updates on the war?
I don't know.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. So
No,
this
not
is new
really.
information for all of us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. We've been tied up in other matters, and I've been spending some time at Al-Anon, and so it was nice,
Venuthra,
but I missed it. It's good. It's good to be back.
I will take this information to the Blackthorn, perhaps, and then perhaps we can convene there.
At the
I'm sure.
fortress.
Yes, I'm sure he'll want to address this and probably address you.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll want to address this. It's a big problem.
Very much so, especially since the fact that Brognopula was his spy master.
Ooh.
He was. There was a lot of that going on.
How are we certain that Damien isn't himself wrapped up in this?
Perhaps. Many whispered in the ears of the Blackthorn over the years.
Yeah, I mean, check him for ichor, for varicose veins with just black bulges and splotches, and that's a pretty good indicator.
Also, looking, if I remember right, some ethereal vision could help.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Maybe
well.
you scout that out first, and then we'll meet you and him there later.
Very well.
It'd be good to not have an Icarus.
Does this conclude our conversation? Any more things I should bring to him?
do you have a sending stone for us in case we need to get a hold of whoever's in charge here?
I do not.
Don't have a sending stone.
No.
Does someone else here have one?
I can cast sending.
How will that help us when we need to get a hold of you?
I can do it.
Very well then.
I mean, I would prefer a stone as well, but
You
He
may, it
comes
doesn't
into a
burn a spell
crouch and-
slot.
Flies off on his wings, shooting through the building and then outdoors and then up into the sky.
wait, who did that?
The Azamar.
Yeah.
He has
Bonaire.
wings.
Oh yeah, he's a
celestial.
he's a kind of got celestial blood, so he's got angel wings.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cool.
So Belle's been turned back to everyone like, well, then what do we do in the meantime?
I would think that we would want to try to make haste to get to the Evershield garrison, correct?
Yes, I guess we go have this meeting quickly and then be on our way, probably.
It's always better to measure twice and cut once. Get all of the information.
Unless we die before then, and in which case there's no cutting involved.
In which case, we don't have much
Yeah,
to be
we also-
concerned with.
We also don't know how long exactly we have in which Bane's soul is connected to this weapon, and we can make this severance.
Well, we don't have to stick around for the bureaucracy, if that's what you mean. Shall we just make haste?
You know, it would have made sense. We probably should have come down here before we went down for the evening, but you know, is hindsight's 20/20.
Fairly certain there's a teleportation circle somewhere close. I don't. I know. What would be the closest that we could get to? How? I mean, there was one.
Didn't
mean, we
Homeboy
went
just
to
say that? Didn't Homeboy just say that he had like some teleportation circle?
That's
In
the
close?
fastest way. So
Yeah.
we're kind of at their mercy unless
Yeah.
we want to teleport over to
Stoheller.
Stoheller. Exactly.
No. We're not
Unless
doing
you
that.
wanted to use. Do you have teleport?
I
I think you do.
Your Endless Horizons thing.
it doesn't have teleport.
Okay.
It's got. I might have to look up some of these. It's got Arcane Gate, Misty Step, Plane Shift, Word of Recall, Dimension Door, Gate, and Teleportation Circle.
Yeah. None of those would work.
So we have to wait.
I think I'm gonna get pissed drunk for a bit.
Okay.
Okay.
I,
That's one.
I don't mind.
I'm gonna
going as well.
stay on my toes.
You'd like to join us? I would love to hear more about your escapades.
Sure. Why not? It might be our last time.
There's a lovely spot in the southern quarter next to the fortress. We'll just go there. He's not hurt. He's just sleepy.
Funny, because he doesn't sleep.
He's exhausted, not sleepy. Not sleepy.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Energy-wise, he is low.
Not to mention, there's a lot of people here, and that doesn't exactly bode well for Iodon's
Mental health and jail.
Yeah.
More than like 3 people. He's like, nah. He's definitely a cat.
That's fun.
He'll lead you guys there, and you guys can wait before. Eventually, you do get a sending from Bonnier.
Okay.
We're going to be convening in the Lord's chamber.
Do we know where that is?
Did we get any time to hang out?
Yeah, absolutely.
But then we gotta send him.
Yeah, after you hang out, you want to hang out?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'd like to get a little more acclimated. Please,
Okay.
They ran right over that long rest too.
Well,
getting railroaded here.
I mean,
We don't have you for much longer.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying to speed through this. Someone's got rules.
What you got?
Well, nothing. No, let's go ahead and.
You can
Well,
get reactivated.
I was
We got
gonna-
time.
No, this is
not
sad.
good.
Say
I was
what you're
gonna
gonna
say-
say. You have
This
to.
isn't for fun. This is for.
We got time.
I mean,
no. What
I
are
would
you gonna
love to
say?
go all night and do this 4 more times. Would you like that?
You want to sign on for more episodes?
I absolutely don't know.
Then let's go to
So-
Prague.
Well.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just say this. Some of this happens behind the scenes. We know it happens.
Absolutely.
I
you
will
guys-
maybe while we're walking somewhere and we're discussing like all the crazy stuff that happened and we're filling Vinny in. I did some very fast reading some things in that arcane vault and maybe learned a new thing that would be helpful to keep bad guys at bay if no one is near them. And I would maybe share that with our
Nice.
party.
What do you mean? You could do.
I learned a new spell and it works kind of like that.
Called Force Cage.
Yeah.
Ion seems impressed.
But I
by
don't
that.
want to.
So
But
I'll
I
give
don't want to
you
stick all of you guys in it.
the Cliff
in the
Notes
cage.
version. Then, yeah, Vinny is spent time with his mom, and
She braided
I
your
won't
hair.
repeat it, Liz.
Did she-
You're eyeballing me so hard.
Did she braid your
I mean,
hair?
But
I'm trying
She
to
braided
respect
my
your
hair.
And it, looks,
boundaries.
and it looks
You're
awesome,
noticing.
and I love
Thank
it.
and I spent time with dear old dad.
Who is maybe not a total scut face?
You know, if anyone can understand him, I can.
Incremental growth here.
Right. and then I got this. Sordo of the Familio.
Oh, it's very shiny.
Yes, I'm not quite cut ties with Titania, but I'm working.
There's
No
no
more-
more family sword. Do you know how to use that thing?
I practice. We have a classical education in Alinar, and fencing was part of that. And I spent some time brushing up, as well as getting some rounds off of with this good old thing, which I've named Coburg's Thornslinger. So thank
I'm
you
just
very
surprised
much.
that your grandfather, that curmudgeon, gave over that sword. He's been holding it.
Well, he didn't give it to me directly. He gave it to my mother to give to me.
That makes sense.
But it's progress. And he's trying, I guess. Whatever.
He's
But-
only got another 150 years in him.
I have to say that that's due to this guild. I know that's what it is. And I assume, Idon, it's probably, to some degree, your stories that have gotten back. And you're somewhat responsible for what he's heard about us. So, thank you, though I don't think it was anything you meant or sought. But he heard somehow. And the Twilight Expedition makes the most sense.
It's fine. Maybe you'll join up. I'm retiring after this, that's for sure.
Well, anyways, but it's been good, and I just wanted to say I'm really glad to be back. And
It's good to have you back, Vinny.
We really missed you.
I appreciate it. I missed all of you.
Glad you got to take some time with your family. It's important.
It is. And lots changed. I'm not saying I'm not still looking out for number one, but
Maybe
I think
number
one
one.
is more of a group.
That's what I was gonna. It's an
Yeah.
inclusive,
Yeah, number one is more of a
a nebulous.
this.
Mm-hmm.
So you make your way to the fortress, into the throne room that lies empty, and are escorted into a back chamber where a large group of military men and bureaucrats and wizards are all crowded around a table talking over one another. And sitting in the back in kind of decorative armor is a young gentleman, probably 21, maybe younger, sandy blonde hair and a sharp jawline, both hands on a deep crimson red hammer that has these thick spikes on either side. Kind of clocks you as you come in. Silence. Immediately, the chatter cuts down. You guys take note, all the archmages are here. Theo Atkinson, who you will recognize, the Minister of War, is here. You spot Hugo Kempf and Topful Lul, as well as Yusk, and several other wizards of note.
Still wearing his little tuxedo.
He's wearing his robes, his sorcerer
Hello,
robes.
baby. Hello, my honey.
But he makes eye contact with whoever's in front, and
We don't recognize the man that said silence.
you can
He's
infer by the
the
giant
Blackthorn?
red hammer.
Yeah.
This is probably Damien Blackthorn.
Is his image not
He's-
posted everywhere? Maybe, I don't know.
He's young.
I'm
He's
I
very
thought he
young.
was.
I thought he was older.
I was imagining like Dalinar from
His father died like
Stormlight.
middling of age, so he took over quite young.
Okay.
Okay.
But this hammer that he has here is the hammer of Martell Blackthorn. His like great grandpa. It's a famous weapon. So you definitely recognize who this is. The air of authority that he commands is that of a king.
Okay.
So he says, "Silence. You are the ones who are responsible for bringing down Brochnapula.
Yes, we're the Guild of Goodwill.
Come in. We're
Do
just
we, like-
discussing.
Bow or something.
If you want, he doesn't ask for a bow,
Okay.
and it's not. You know that court decorum is different in each place, so maybe it's a good idea to bow. You don't know. Up to you.
Yeah. If he's moving on to business, we'll move on.
We're just discussing how best to deploy, well, all of us, to the field. What insights do you have?
Some important ones. So Bane is back. He's moving. You're aware of this?
Indeed.
Okay, yeah. So he's going to be probably at the Ember Spike. We need to hit him a bunch of times with swords and fire and separate him from his weapon. We're trying to get rid of him.
Very well.
We're pretty sure the weapon is a gauntlet. Did he take the gauntlet
Yeah.
from Puler? Okay.
We assume that's what it is. We don't know that 100%.
But we're not positive.
My General Theo, he looks over at the Minister of War, will deploy troops on the south, north, and western side of the rampart, as well as mages from the Quintessence, and as well as the Arcanum Convocation Arcanum, I believe. And I'm sending knights. Do you have any sort of strategy or insight into how Bane operates?
He tends to try to enslave the minds and spirits of those that he can. You may have already known that.
Yeah, watch out for Icar.
Icar, yes. Black Icar.
Very well. And he gives leave for you guys to kind of disperse and strategize with various people. You're able to hook up with Tot and chat for a bit if you'd like, as well as some of the other archmages.
While we're in here, I am going to activate my ethereal sight.
I was going to say, you should do that.
For looking for like a scrying eye?
Well, looking for a scrying eye and also looking to see if there's any kind of ensorcelment in here.
Sure. Make a perception check for me.
Perception is so low. 3.
Oh.
You don't see anything. Not that
But if he
there
does
could have
he-
been something there, but you're not paying an overt amount of attention as your attention's being pulled in a lot of different directions. There's a lot of strategizing happening on, where does the heavy cavalry go? How do they get through the wall, et cetera, et cetera. Talks of working with the Order of the Watch to man the wall around the Fields of Abhorrence. But eventually, as it's coming to kind of a winding halt, Damien stands up and addresses everyone. It seems like these plans have been ironed out and should be acted upon immediately. We have a circle to Evershield garrison here. Transport troops at your leisure. Hopefully, we can stem the tide. I've been thinking a lot on legacy, my lords. The legacy of Martell and the destruction that it wrought. The legacy of his children, my fathers. And the building, the construction of the time. And my own legacy. That of being whispered in the ear by Ragnar Puler in the Church of the Tetrad and torn every which way. I don't like that legacy. So it is my opinion that if the Lord of Tyranny is to fall, there will be changes within the Blackthorn Ascendancy. Immediately. It will be dissolved, and I will step down. Thank you. And there's just this uproar of like cacophony of people interrupting, like shouting, upset, gossiping to one another, and he kind of holds up his gauntleted hand. That's if. Focus on the now. I need you focused on taking down the Lord of Tyranny. And then we'll figure out what to do. And he just picks up his hammer and walks out the back. The room immediately bursts back into just chatter, as people are very anxious about that decision. But it does eventually filter out as people are going about their duties. You see Theo he's an older, sparse-looking gentleman with like this thin face. He starts yelling at some of his officers who are gossiping to one another, and they get in line. And eventually they are filtered out, leaving you.
I feel like
Would it be?
I would want
would
to
it-
talk to Todd. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, would it be possible for me to follow Damien Blackthorn through the door?
Yeah, make a stealth check for me.
I'm just curious about this. Come on, stealth. It's
With
gotta be the one
advantage,
here.
there's a
Oh,
lot of
come
people.
On is a 13.
With advantage.
Oh, with advantage.
There's a
That's
lot of
good.
people in this room, and you're short.
That's right. I am very small. How does an 18 do?
18? Yeah, you slip through the door as he's leaving.
What's in the other side?
Oh, it's just a small hallway that leads to several rooms and antechambers. He goes up a set of stairs about halfway down.
I kind of want to follow him.
Okay. You continue to follow him up the stairs, and it leads into a lavish bedroom. You see him go over to a liquor cabinet, sigh deeply, and pour himself a very full goblet of wine before going out onto a balcony and sitting.
I'm going to knock on the door. Like, I'm assuming the door might be open. I'm going to knock on it.
He looks
Like-
over. I know you. Guild of Goodwill.
Yes. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Damien Blackthorn. Lord
Come,
Blackthorn.
Sit.
King Blackthorn?
Not anymore.
Look, that was a big decision. A big decision back there, huh?
Big and small. Simple and complex.
So, well, why now of all times? Sometimes curiosity gets the better of me, and I make decisions like this one to follow a royal into their own room. But why now of all times? I had to know.
I do not mind. Question. Look. Ragnar, these church buffoons, even the Knights of the Ruby Throne. They all vie for my attention, my policy making, my power. Seeing the rebellion in Olanco, experiencing the rebellion of the apostasy, seeing what it did to my father, seeing what my family's legacy has wrought. It's not pretty. To learn that Puler, who affected me in some great way as well as the church, was serving the Lord of Tyranny, the Strife Emperor. This ascendancy has been an instrument for tyranny for far too long. I want no further part in it.
That's a big choice.
Not for me.
So, suppose not. Huh. So, well, what will you do next?
It's going to take years to dissolve this kingdom. I'm sure I'll figure something out. Perhaps I'll be a stonemason or a carpenter or something. Or perhaps I'll just travel. I have lots of wealth. And I've not seen much of the world.
Well, I suppose I'll look forward to maybe meeting you on the other side of all this. You seem a surprisingly good man for someone of your stature. Can I make an insight check to know how true that is?
Sure, make an insight check.
Okay.
Invite him to the guild.
15 for a modest success, hopefully.
I mean, he seems like he's very truthful and sincere in what he says. As you say, you know, you're a good man or so. So I think, or whatever. He just kind of smiles and says, "Doesn't matter if I'm a good man or not. If I wield power, I should not be as influenced as I was, because good men can do terrible things, pal. I'm sorry, your name is?
Remington Northerly Topsford.
A pleasure. Perhaps you'd like to sit and drink, or are you headed to Evershield?
Oh, I'm headed to Evershield as much as I'd like to sit and drink a glass of milk or something.
Well, go with haste and with good grace. In the name of something other than this twisted government.
I will, and I'll try to bring your good word with me, your encouragements.
He just nods. And his eyes kind of unfocus on you before drifting back to watching the mid-morning sun.
I leave and go back.
Okay, what are you guys doing as Remy's having this little combo?
Cyrus is going to cast a new spell.
Okay,
He casts Sending.
okay.
I'm going to send a message to the Mind Flayer.
Okay.
What was his name again? Like Steve?
You know, it's like cod.
This is
Well, it's
Lawrence.
Cadream, I believe.
Yeah, cod.
Hadream.
Can
Okay.
he get it down in the? If he's far enough underground to get away from the hive mind.
Mhm.
We can still send to him.
Hello, it's Cyrus. Did you read the book yet? Also, if you come to Ember Spike, there's a chance at eating God Brain. Mmm, delicious. Bye. He's trying to get us as much firepower as possible
Yeah,
here.
I mean, that could be terrible. or
Suck all the
wonderful.
demon brains out.
I've read several chapters. It is drivel. I cannot leave until I can protect my mind from the Elder Brain. Goodbye.
Well, that's disappointing on many levels.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mark off that spell slot.
He would say, I think one of the few people we can suddenly trust in all of this was been taught. So I'm gonna go see if I can find him.
Sure, easy enough. He's chatting with Hugo Kemp in the hallway. Yusk is hovering.
Hugo Kemp is who
He's
received us.
he's the archmage here, who's assigned here, but not Quintessence. He's the other organization that Pop belongs to.
Convocation.
Mm.
Cool.
But they're chatting.
You don't want to go talk?
Sure, that can't hurt.
Greetings. Good to see you all here. You're always mixed up in it, I guess.
Somehow, we don't really intend to be.
Yeah, trouble just seems to find us.
Well, this is a grave threat to this world. Grave indeed.
I have to believe that you, the Complication Arcanum, have an opinion in all of this and perhaps a strategy.
Not really. We don't have enough research on divine beings sundered into million pieces. You have our resources and our knowledge, but it is finite. We are not gods. Hugo kind of nods at the emphatic "we are not gods" sort of thing. To be honest, I'm along for the ride on this one. If anyone knows anything, it's Goldrin.
Goldrin?
Snowhammer.
Oh, no, I'm aware. Remy, you remember Goldrin.
Am I back?
No, he's not.
Oh, no! We should have swapped places. Goldrin, I assume he's here.
No, he's at the wall.
Oh,
What is the wall?
at the
Evershield
Evershield.
The
Garrison.
wall
Okay,
around,
okay.
around
He's
it's called
already there.
Bahamut's Impediment. Yes, he usually mans it. He was just in Glasgow for dinner.
Okay, well,
Should we perhaps go ahead and rendezvous with him at some point?
it's probably a really good idea. I fail to see how what Damien just did was helpful in any way in organizing this chaos. Is there anyone spearheading this effort?
Theo Atkinson, his Minister of War.
Theo Atkinson.
He's good at career soldier, good at commanding presence. Damien's a green commander, so to speak. He trusts a lot of that to Theo.
And would you mind just pointing Theo? Bells, you probably know Theo.
He's
Yes.
barking orders down the hall at some officers.
I wouldn't know him, but I would know who he is and
Oh, yeah.
go up and talk to him. My beard's absolutely returned by this point.
Boom, baby.
Yeah. Probably
Looking
while we
good.
were drinking, depending on how long that lasted, but yeah.
But you see he's kind of this gaunt figure dressed in like tight, kind of starchy military clothing. He does have kind of a ceremonial sword at his side, but he looks to be 70 or 80 human.
Okay, so I'm eyeing him, still talking to Plot. Tot. I have to ask if you have any resources whatsoever, magical artifacts or otherwise that could help our quest. I just don't see a place where we don't end up in something very sticky in this situation.
I may have a potion of hill giant strength on hand, but most of my artifacts complement my abilities.
Understood.
Well,
All I can do is ask.
I'll be there as well. And I'm an artifact in myself, I guess you could say.
Beautiful.
It was wonderful to see you again.
You're one of a kind, Tot.
I'll see you in, well, the hells, or probably.
Oh, don't jinx it.
Abhorrence.
Yes, we've been there already and would not like to return.
It's not cube world. Not good place.
Not for us, really.
0 stops.
And you too, Gus. Good to see you.
Oh, yeah. He's been hovering, wanting to talk the whole time.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, okay. Thanks. I've learned some new tricks, so I'm ready to go with Master Plillo.
you'll be a wonderful help, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You got any fireballs to cast?
Yeah, I can do a fireball. Or
Pretty
a lightning
sure-
bolt.
All right. I think
Martial
we're
law.
gonna need all we can get.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll do it. I might be invisible because I don't want to get hit, but I'll shoot things from a distance.
That's how I like to go too.
I'm gonna pat him on the head and say, "Good old Yusk." But as I'm patting him, I'm also gonna cast Jump on him.
Good old me. As you pat his head. Does he
That's
realize
pretty
you
surprising.
cast
Like,
you
I don't
jump?
know. Does he
Weird
realize that I
dude.
cast Jump on him?
Does it have what components does it have?
Let me retrieve that shit.
Willing.
Oh, does it really?
I don't know. I'm just.
I mean, that's usually.
Oh, it's verbal, somatic, and material.
Yeah. So
So yep, but its range is touch.
good old me. I don't know why you did that, but maybe it'll come in handy.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. Oh, I hear someone over there. Yeah. There's no one.
It's like so awkward. You kind of cast it on.
He's like, oh no, this is not going as well as I thought it would. And just kind of awkwardly sidles off.
Use it wisely. It's fun.
Kind of does a little mini hop and clicks his heels. At this point, Remy,
Hello, my baby.
you kind of you cycle through and can rejoin the guild.
We'd go
Hello,
talk
everyone.
to Theo.
Okay.
Where have you been, Remy?
I left my shoes.
All right.
You do
out
that
with it.
so often, leaving your shoes
All
in
right.
places you haven't been before.
Shall we do this
I-
the old-fashioned way? I inside him.
I don't think.
I
I
mean,
think Remy's
I-
willingly failing.
it's
what's
not-
your insight score?
It's only +5.
Well, the DC's 4 or 1
Oh.
or something.
Unfortunately, it's only an
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
more than high enough to know I'm a lie.
8. Okay. Well, tell us. What did
Okay,
you do?
I maybe followed Damien Blackthorn up to his bedroom and asked him a bunch of questions.
Of course you did. Did he say anything helpful?
I don't, not particularly. I was kind of curious as to like why, like who just kind of gives up their crown like right before a big battle and why. It was curiosity again. I don't know. Just wasn't what I expected. I think we're about to have, if assuming that the world is still here after all of this, it's going to look very different.
I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing.
No, I don't think it's a bad thing at all. It's just a thing.
Shall
It's
we
probably
go?
a good thing, even. He just didn't want to. He recognized that he and his family had been a negative influence, and even Bane had managed to worm its way into their court, and it just takes a big person to step down from that.
That's true.
Hmm.
I can respect that. But we do need to go ahead and make sure that we don't get the bad ending here.
Yeah.
Right. I was also kind of curious as to like whether he was, also influenced by Bane, and this was some part of that, but it didn't seem like it to me.
Oh.
I can usually trust the old noggin on that.
Well, let's go speak with Theo, see if he can get us connected with Goldrin, and then be on our way.
Which Galdrin?
Snowhammer. Is there more than one?
Is the only one I
No,
know.
there's just the one. Oh boy.
Here we go.
Yes.
Oh boy. The real one. The real Galdrin Snowhammer.
Yes, Remy. We probably need to go meet with him soon.
He's already at the
He
garrison.
probably wouldn't want to see the trading cards, right?
I'm probably not.
Maybe
but
if we survive.
Maybe.
I've
Okay.
been working
No,
on
I
two
didn't-
more. I forgot to show you. I'll show you later.
As you guys
No,
peel
let's
off,
show us now. Show us now.
Well, here we are, and there's obviously one for all of us. And I pass them around.
What do they look like? Are they intricate and professional? Are they
There's like a-
cartoons?
Are they like
Mock-up.
prototypes?
Are they-
So what they are, because Vinny, if you were there to draw them, it would have been one thing, bells.
Right.
But it was just me, and so it kind of looks like one of those. It kind of looks like a card that has been layered with like small woods that's been cut out.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But the layers sort of build on each other,
Mhm.
and so it's,
Are they like good likenesses?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like a master whittler kind of guy.
make a
so-
dexterity check with advantage. Let's see how good these are.
All right, fine.
You are a pretty good whittler.
Yeah.
You said dexterity with advantage.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Let him play,
Uh,
coach. Make him beautiful.
If it's a 1, you gave Cyrus anime boobs.
Oh. Is it so dexterity? So just add my dexterity
Uh-huh.
modifier, or do like not the same?
Just modifier.
Then it would be a 20.
Yep. I mean, they're pretty realistic depictions. They're pretty masterfully carved, almost like layer style, where he's gotten several layers of wood and he's carved like a base for like body, and then adding like clothing and weaponry, and then painted. But they're pretty impressive likenesses.
What are we like doing in each one?
We're posed like our
Yeah,
our
just
artist.
exactly like your
Look it up on the Instagram. There's even a
crafted.
there is a burn card as well.
Actually,
Oh,
wouldn't.
I think Remy like takes out his deck of cards, his special deck of cards. And he like holds the one that he's got of himself, and he kind of adds it to him.
Oh, that's sweet.
And he can't say anything. He's
But-
visibly choked up.
Oh.
Listen, I've thought a lot about you, all of you, and I never thought I would see you, Cyrus. I thought for certain when they scried on you, you were gone.
Yeah, it was pretty weird. It was touch and go there for a while.
But yeah,
Here we are.
I've become more dexterous in my leaving.
these are beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it.
You know what's most important? You know what's most beautiful to me? Everyone here has really stepped into. I don't know if you've noticed, Ruby, but it seems to have really stepped into a role here. I don't know if it's just me leaving and then coming back and seeing it with new eyes, but everyone really feels settled, and it's cool.
I think we're all in a peak of growth after some really weird things happening.
It seems like a lot. I mean, I already know you told me a lot has happened.
Yeah, lots happened.
Bells would have taken the Vern card and just kind of be like holding it while everyone and like looking at it while everyone's talking.
And then you would just say, keep it.
How do you think he is in all of this?
I hope he's not thinking about any of it.
I wish we had some sort of way to contact him.
Don't we?
We do, but
We
Bells
do.
doesn't know it.
Oh, because you have sending now.
I'm sending now.
Could we?
We certainly could.
We could.
The last time I tried to spy on him, I think I saw him in a bit of a bedroom way, and I'm a little bit embarrassed about that.
You spied on him in the bedroom.
I
If
didn't
I-
mean to.
If I may issue a correction, that was my threat if you did spy on him.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he did in his own
I don't
time.
remember how it actually played out.
Do it.
It's canon. It's
Do it,
canon now.
Cyrus. Before we go talk to this guy.
Okay. What do I say? I get 25 words. Hi, it's good to hear from you. Well, no, that's not right because I haven't heard from him yet. Hi, I hope to hear from you soon. We miss you. We love you.
What we want to know what
Hope you're
has he found a
okay.
home?
Come meet us if you can.
No, don't say.
No.
Let him be.
Hayden, what's your
These are
passive?
his-
What's my passive?
Yeah, Remy's passive. Is it 18?
19 now.
Okay, thanks. Continue.
I'll just let him know how we are.
Passive perception.
Yeah.
Mine's different too.
Is it higher?
It's 20.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, jeez.
It's been a lot of time living here.
That's been my thunder this whole campaign. It's been snatched out from under me.
Whatever. My charisma's 20 now.
Don't ask me to investigate.
Nope.
I've got low charisma.
Maybe we don't need to. Should we just let him be?
Just want to know if you found his home.
As do
If you found his
I.
family.
Phineas did update you guys on that a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
What did he say?
You said he sat in a gazebo for 3 days.
That's right.
Oh,
Which is about as much detail as you can get from Phineas, who is very ADHD.
true.
Maybe we contact him when this is all over.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
All right then.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
You guys press
Just a
on
little
this deal?
treat for later.
Little nugget.
Just a little treat for afterwards.
Building in an epilogue
I was about to
already.
say epilogue.
Okay, let's go talk to Theo, homeboy.
Okay. He kind of looks at you, barely glances at you, and says, "Guild of Goodwill."
That's us.
Okay, well, you ready to be deployed, I guess?
Yes.
Where do you need us?
Meet up with Goldrin. He's got a little plan that he's been working on.
Can you get us there quickly?
Circles down the hall.
Thank you.
Great.
All right.
Have a good one.
Peace,
Turns
doggy.
back to barking at people.
We'll try.
Is Iodon still with us?
He's not.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Where'd he
As
go?
you guys go off, you notice that he is no longer.
He-
Gross.
You just left?
The Irish goodbye.
Disgusting.
Ruby is
That
gonna
was
notice. Ruby's gonna be like, where'd Idon go? Maybe he just
Was
went
that
to
our
the bathroom.
passive
Maybe he'll be
checks?
back.
No.
Should we wait?
for him?
Wait, you really think he just left? without saying goodbye?
That is what he does.
It's kind
Said
of
goodbye. So.
Oh. All right, let's go.
All right. You guys head down the hall, and there is a large room that's sequestered off that does have a antechamber with a glimmering, like red, pulsating, arcane circle. That you wait in line for a bit. There are some groups of soldiers who go through. It's your turn. You step and are whisked away onto a small stone platform, wind buffeting you from all sides. In front of you, this large sandstone castle rising into the sky, which would be impressive were it not for the enormous wall of this kind of concave creation that circles the ember spike towering above you. The wall itself has stairs carved up into it, but it almost looks like it's a dome that's broken off spikes on the end, and it's got this glimmering silver chips that striate throughout it, making swirling, intricate patterns. As you glimpse the ember spike, it glows with this kind of lava-esque pattern in the cracks where it made impact. But something's wrong. About a quarter of the way down,
From the top, or
from the top, is this red-black kind of goop that's starting to drip down the cracks.
Like it's coming out the cracks.
It's kind of like taking over
Oh.
the color. And so where it's kind of lava-esque, it shifts to like burgundy, but like glowing from within,
Like Iker.
like ichor.
Blech.
I do still have my ethereal sight open. Do I see anything ethereal about it?
As you glimpse the ember spike, contemplating on Bane, on this weapon, on Galdrin's Snowhammer, and how cool he is.
So cool.
That's where we'll end tonight's episode.
oh man.
Thanks for playing.